Alrighty, good afternoon everybody. I am meteorologist Liam Kenny and thank you all for joining me on my live stream today. I will be covering a lot of things during this live stream. One of them will be all the severe weather currently affecting the United States. Then we're going to go into the tropical outlook of what is currently going on, and then on top of that we're going to be going over the entire forecast for all of this week. So this is a very big live stream that we're going to be going over today. Please be sure that if you are not already subscribed, that you click that subscribe button and you also click the notification bell so that way you do not miss out on any videos whatsoever. So let's first talk about the severe threat and what is going on. If you watched my video yesterday, this is basically the exact same graphic that I'm currently using right now. I'm gonna go ahead real fast and make my news bar just a little bit smaller so that way you all can get a little bit better picture of what is going on. There we go. A little bit too small. There we go. All right. So as I was saying, this is the setup that we have right now that is causing all the severe weather that we currently are having. And this is going to last throughout this evening, going all the way into Friday, and then possibly even affecting us this weekend. So this is a very, very, very dangerous situation. Thankfully, it is not the strongest of storms that we have seen, but it is definitely something that we will definitely keep a very close eye on. So here is this massive cold front. Let me actually get my Epic pen out so I can do a little bit of demonstration on here. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Wait for my Epic pen to load up. And also, while this is loading, if any of you have any questions, comments, or concerns you might have, feel free to comment those down in the live chat, and I will be happy to answer those right here in my live stream. If you're watching this live stream from my website, you will notice that you're not able to join the live chat from my website. All you have to do is just go to my actual YouTube channel and join from there, and then you will be able to thankfully join the live chat from my YouTube channel. I'm not exactly sure why my Epic pen is not working. Give me just a second. My computer is being a little bit glitchy right now. Come on, computer. Don't let me down now. By the way, I want to let you all know that I've just gotten a brand new camera that will let me project stuff in front of my green screen that I'm going to be having. So I will now be actually standing in front of a green screen. You all will not be able to see that green screen. But hopefully my broadcast will be much, much better when it comes to the quality of them. I deeply apologize for my Epic pen not being up. My computer is being very, very slow for some reason right now, which I'm not a huge fan of. Give me just a second. Come on. Don't look at this graphic real fast. Hang on a second. Alright, so there we go. It's about time you showed up, Epic pen. Lord almighty. So here is our system, as I was saying, right here. If my Epic pen will want to write, that would be really, really good. I apologize for not having this all up right now. My computer is kind of being really laggy right now. So here is our big system right here. We have a lot of moisture being poured north from the Gulf of Mexico, along with a big area of high pressure up here. And as that's rotating counterclockwise, any cold air in this general vicinity is drawing it all down this way. So not only are we going to be experiencing severe weather, but we're also going to be experiencing a massive cool down and probably temperatures well below average. So this is where we're seeing the threat for severe weather today. But as we go into Wednesday and possibly even Thursday, then we'll start to see the threat shift towards the east because this cold front will be shifting in this general direction right there. Come on, there we go. Oopsies, I thought I deleted that. So let's go ahead and take a look at our SPC Outlook for today. Give me just a second. So here is today's SPC outlook. I'm going to draw where that Bay Area of low pressure is. Here's that cold front that we're currently experiencing. And along with all of the moisture being drawn north from the Gulf of Mexico, this general area right here is where we're watching for the threat for severe weather. And once again, as this continues to the east, it will affect places like the Gulf Coast, Georgia, possibly even Florida, and then maybe getting into the Carolinas. I know I have a very high rain chance as we go into tomorrow. So I want to go over the SPC outlook for tomorrow, just so that way you guys can plan what you're going to be doing throughout the day tomorrow. Give me just a second for my graphic to be up. All right. So here is tomorrow's SPC outlook. Thankfully, right now, it's not really showing the greatest chance for severe weather. We're only seeing a small area of maybe a little bit in the marginal. So this is going from western Texas all the way east. And then as you get into South Carolina, that's where we see the smallest threat. But then as we get into the northern state of Florida and also southern Georgia, that's where we see the greatest chance for severe weather tomorrow. So thankfully right now, we're not seeing the greatest threat for severe weather tomorrow, but we are still seeing that threat for severe weather today. So I'm going to go now and show you all the futurecast of how this system is going to progress over the next couple of hours. So, hang on a second. This is where we're currently seeing most of the severe threat and also most of the heaviest rain right now. We're still seeing scattered showers here across the Gulf Coast, but most of the severe weather is going to be in this general area. So keep that in mind as we progress this. Now look at this. This is at 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. So South Texas, the southern parts and also central parts of the state of Mississippi, and then also the Gulf Coast, getting into a lot of this heavy rain. And then also, as you progress even into the daytime, 8 a.m., now we're starting to see the heaviest of weather shift now into the eastern Carolinas. So, for example, Horry County, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, Marion, Pawleys Island, North Myrtle Beach, Conway, Kingstree, anywhere in that general area is where we're going to be watching for the heaviest of rain tomorrow, especially there in the Carolinas. And then as we progress this even more, thankfully as we get into 8 p.m., some of the heaviest of rain now is going to be off the coast of the Carolinas. We're still going to be experiencing scattered showers here, but thankfully the heaviest of rain will be moving out of that area. There we go. That looks a little bit better. So that way you all can get a little bit better zoomed in. So here, I'm going to play this back again now that we're a little bit more zoomed in. Hang on a second. Can I not play this? There we go. Oh, it's on the bottom. My bad. So here we are. This is 2 p.m. tomorrow. We're still seeing a lot of very heavy rain in this general area, but thankfully right now, anywhere in this general area, we're not seeing the threat for any severe weather, which is definitely a good thing. As we progress this even more, you all can see that right there, we'll be watching even more for the chance of severe weather, but hopefully it will not be too severe right now. I am just looking at some of the comments that we are seeing right now in the live chat. Shout out to Hurricane God and Jeff Jazz. I see you guys a lot in my live stream, so a big shout out to you. Give me just a second, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be right with you. Never mind. And then also, I want to give a big shout out. I want to give a shout out to Hurricane God. He commented, for once, the Florida Peninsula is actually going to be getting storms. Yeah, that's definitely true. So thankfully, as we play this out, we're not really seeing too much storms across the Florida Peninsula. Most of that is going to be all scattered. So we're not really going to be watching for the threat of any severe weather as you go into Florida, but we could still see a few scattered showers here and there. But thankfully right now, nothing is in the forecast to be really that severe. So I want to get off of the severe weather now, and I want to talk about what's going on in the tropics right now. There we go. That's a little bit better. So let's go ahead and over to our satellites and see what is going on. For those of you who didn't watch my video yesterday, we had the first named storm of the season formed this weekend. It was called Tropical Storm Andreas, and it was in this general area right here. Thankfully, it is no longer in that general area, but we did have our first named storm of the season form in the Atlantic Basin. It wasn't in the Atlantic Basin. It was way out here in the Pacific. But we did have our first named storm of the season happen. Just saw your comment from Hurricane God. Shout out Sebastian for making me notice this stream. LOL. All right, there's your shout out, Sebastian. Thanks for telling Hurricane God about the stream. Once again, if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns they might have, feel free to comment those in the live chat, and I will answer them right here. So thankfully right now, we're not really seeing any tropical development. This area right there, that's where we're currently seeing all of these storms right now, but thankfully right now, nothing is worrying me right now as far as tropical weather goes. Let's go ahead and switch over to a different satellite. So this is the infrared satellite. It was going on the Gulf of Mexico. This is just a little bit better look at all the storms firing up. So anywhere in that dark red, like right in this general area right there, that's where we're currently seeing the biggest thunderstorm action. Thankfully, right now, we're not really seeing anything as far as tropical weather goes in the Gulf of Mexico, which is a very good thing. But, as I said yesterday in my broadcast, usually this time of year, getting to the early parts of June, is when we typically start to see a lot of tropical development form. So we will definitely be keeping a very close eye on a lot of these general areas right here. Now, this is where we typically watch for these little cells right here. These cells right here are what typically form into all the storms we get here, whether they're hurricanes, tropical depressions, or tropical storms. These general fire-ups right here is what we typically see form into our massive system. So as these progress towards the north and also west, then we will be watching them very, very closely for the possibility of tropical development. But thankfully, right now, nothing is warning me as far as tropical weather goes. Also, I know a lot of my family members are watching this, so feel free to comment who's watching this, and I will gladly give you a shout-out. So feel free to comment your name down, and I will gladly give you a shout-out. So thankfully, right now, we're not really seeing any tropical development right now in the Pacific. This general area right here is where we saw Tropical Storm Andreas form. It only got up to sustained winds of 40 miles an hour. So thankfully, it didn't get up to anywhere near close to hurricane strength. It was probably about 20 or maybe 30 to 40 miles an hour as far as winds go from hurricane force, which is a very good thing. But thankfully, right now, we're not really seeing any sort of tropical development right now. I want to go over to radar scope and get a better look at what is going on as far as severe weather goes. I know I said I was done with it, but I want to go over to radar scope and actually get a good look at the radar. We can go ahead and close this out for now. There we go. Give my radar a second. It's being very, very slow today for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. And also, while this is loading, please feel free to also share this with all your family and family members and also friends to make sure that they're getting up to date on the latest storms right now. Come on, radar scope. I apologize for all my stuff or my software being very, very delayed today. Just bear with me. It'll come up eventually. Here we go. All right. So we currently, oh wow, we actually have 2 snow squalls. I've never even seen that come up on my radar. Wow, that's crazy. So we do currently have 4 severe thunderstorm warnings that we're watching right now. I just saw your comment from A Hurricane God. New severe thunderstorm watch in San Antonio due to cells in Mexico. I appreciate your comment, and I will definitely get to those in just a couple of minutes. So here are the 3 different severe thunderstorm warnings that we have in Texas. I'm going to zoom out just so that way you can get a general look. This is going to be in the eastern parts of Texas right now. If my pen wants to draw, that would be great. There we go. So going towards Dallas, Waco, Bryan, Shreveport, Texarkana, all these areas are in that threat for severe weather. I'm going to go and explain to you all the details on all of these systems right now. A little bit too zoomed in. So this is right near College Station. This one says at 3:09 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Caldwell, moving towards the northeast at 30 miles an hour. Definitely be on the lookout for quarter-size hail if you're in this system. This is radar indicated, and expect damage to vehicles. So thankfully right now we're not really seeing any sign of rotation right now on the rotation radar, on the super res velocity, excuse me. You would have to have a lot of green and reds very, very close to each other in order to get a tornado warning, and thankfully right now we're not seeing that. Let's go ahead and take a look at if we're getting any sort of hail signature on the hydrometer. So you're going to be looking for anything that is anything red. So thankfully right now we're not really seeing anything pop up red on this radar in this general area. So we're not really seeing any sort of hail on that radar. And we can also confirm it by looking at these 2 general radars, the hydrometer classification and also the hydrometer class. If we don't see any red on either of these radars, then we're not really seeing any sort of hail. So right here you can see on the hydrometer class, there's no sort of hail. And then also as you go to the hydrometer classification, there's no red either. So there's obviously no hail associated with the system, but definitely be on the lookout because it is definitely possible hail could form. Now we are starting to see a good hail signature right here on this particular system. Right here in that pink, that's where we're seeing a lot of hail right now. This particular cell is not associated with any sort of severe thunderstorm warning at this point, but it could get warned considering now we're seeing some hail. And once again, we can easily confirm that hail on both of the hydrometer classification and also on the hybrid hydrometer class. And you can see we're getting red, but showing up on both of those. So that is now showing up as hail. So we now have confirmed hail in this particular cell. Just saw your comment from Mr. Outlook. Thank you for watching this stream, and I appreciate your continued support. Also, if anybody is getting any reports of anything as far as storm goes, feel free to comment those, and I will gladly feel free to answer those right here. I don't know who this is. If anybody has a phone number that's 205-973-2889, can you let me know? Because that number just texted me, and I don't know if it's somebody just random texting me or it's somebody from my stream. I don't know how they would have got my phone number. But if that is you, please let me know who you are, just so that way I know that nobody random is texting me. The number is 1-205-973-2889. So let's get the latest details on this particular severe thunderstorm warning. This one says at 3:31 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles southwest of Kennard or 9 miles east of Crockett, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Just saw your comment. Oh, you were just saying hi. Never mind. Be on the lookout for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and also quarter-size hail with the system. Definitely a massive threat that we're watching. So if you live in this area, definitely be indoors right now. I just saw your comment from Jeff Jets. I don't know who they are, and it's not me. Okay, thank you for letting me know that it's not you. I appreciate that. So let's go ahead over to the velocity right now, once my radar will load. We are starting to see possibly a very small area of possible rotation. It is not tight at all at this point. Actually, it is very tight on that radar. Holy crud. So right there in that general area, that's where we're starting to see a little bit of rotation, because you all know the green and red indicate two different wind patterns blowing different directions. So this wind pattern is going to be blowing that direction, and that wind pattern is going to be blowing that direction. So we're possibly looking at a little bit of rotation right there. I was starting to see it a little bit on the other radar, and then as soon as I saw it on this radar, it kind of stood out to me, and I would guess that it would probably stand out to all of you watching this right now too. It's hard to pick out anything as far as debris goes on the correlation coefficient. We're going to be watching it in this general area right here. So if you live near Kenner, you need to be in your safe place right now. I know this isn't a tornado warning storm, but as you all just saw, we're now starting to see a pretty decent size rotation signature on the velocity radar. This is actually blowing just right near Kenner. So if you live in Kenner, it gets to the lowest floor of your house, most interior room. Put as many walls between you and the outdoor as possible. This is a pretty dangerous situation that we're watching right now. So I want to actually go now to the wind shear side. We actually have 3 snow squalls right now on currently showing up on the radar right now. Let's get the latest details. This one says, at 2:38 p.m. Mountain Time, a dangerous snow squall was located 6 miles southwest of Elizabeth, or 20 miles north of Colorado Springs, moving east at 15 miles an hour. Be on the lookout for extremely heavy snow and also very dangerous travel. And this also includes Interstate 25 between mile markers 164 and 178, right near the I-25 GAP project. So if you live in this area, try and stay indoors and definitely do not be out on the roads right now. I'm actually going to go back to the severe side, considering that this is a severe weather stream. So there's that one I was just telling about. So we actually have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings now in the state of Georgia. Right here, this is the state of Georgia right here. So this is just to the north of Macon, and also go to the southwest of Atlanta, Georgia. This is a very dangerous situation that we're watching for. This is not particularly a severe tornado warning storm, but it is a severe warning storm. So I'm going to go now and read off the latest information on both of these systems. This one says, at 4:40 p.m. Eastern Central Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over this general word right here. I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get it wrong. Or crossroads, or 9 miles south of Eatonton, moving towards the east at 20 miles an hour. And be on the lookout for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and also quarter-size hail associated with this particular system. You also can see that we're also getting a pretty decent-sized hail signature right there. And once again, we can easily confirm that on the hydrometer classification. So, oopsies. So red right there, and then also if we go to the other radar, we're not really seeing any red on that one, so we cannot confirm that there is any sort of hail signature associated with this system. So even though one is saying that we do have hail and another one is saying that we don't, you have to have both of them saying that we do in order to confirm that. If one is saying that we do and another one is saying that we don't, you can't confirm that, okay? So thankfully, right now, we're not really seeing any sort of rotation that would possibly indicate a tornado warning. Maybe a little bit in this general area right here. This one pattern going that direction. This one pattern going that direction. Right near where like that little bit of red is right there, and also green is, but it's not very tight at all. So there's no sort of rotation right now. Even though we're starting to get a little bit more of a brighter red in this general area and also brighter green in that direction, they're not really close in that general area, so we cannot say that there is any sort of rotation being shown up on the radar. But what we can say is very heavy rain associated with both of these systems. Even though it shows right there that there's hail, we cannot confirm it right now on the hydrometer classification, so there's no way that we can confirm right now that there is hail because we weren't seeing any sort of red showing up on the hydrometer classification and also on the hydrometer class. Actually, I take that back. We just got a brand new radar scan, and we are now starting to see a good-sized hail signature. This is the hybrid hydrometer class. There's hail right there, and if we go over to the hydrometer classification, there's hail right there. So we now have a confirmed hail signature in this general area. This is just to the south of Crooked Creek and just to the northwest of Milledgeville. So if you live in this general area, you need to be indoors right now. This is not a tornado warning storm, but it is a very strong, severe thunderstorm with a really good-sized hail signature on a lot of these systems. Let's now work back out to the south and southeast, just to the south of Louisville. We have another severe thunderstorm. It is not warned yet, but we are still seeing a lot of heavy rain associated with this particular system. So thankfully right now we're not really seeing any sort of rotation right now. This is just to the southeast of Louisville, south of Vidadet, and also to the north of Wadley, and also to the north of Midville. But thankfully right now it is not a warned storm, and it does not have any sort of rotation in it that would possibly signify a rotating supercell. Thankfully, we're still not seeing any signs of rotation here across these two severe thunderstorm warnings right now, which is a very good thing. Going back to the severe side, a hurricane guide. I remember you saying in the chat that there was a new severe thunderstorm watch in San Antonio. I'm actually going to go to that right now. San Antonio. Here we go. Ooh, yeah. So we're seeing a lot of supercells firing up right now. None of these are severe warned right now, right near the Austin and San Antonio area. But we have a lot of supercells that are producing very heavy rain, possibly maybe up to an inch an hour in a couple of these. So these are basically right around the surrounding area of San Antonio, south of Austin. And then as you go to the northeast of Austin, that's where we're seeing the big cluster of storms, and that's where we have the 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. Give me just a second. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, that you click that subscribe button, and you also click that notification bell so that way you do not miss out on any videos. More importantly, please be sure that you are subscribed to my channel. My big goal is 150 subscribers by June 1st. I'm currently at 130. So if you all can tell your friends and family members to be sure to subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate that. It would mean the world to me. Just in case you're wondering, my birthday is June 21st, and that would basically be my birthday gift from all of you. If you're just joining us now, we are currently going over the severe weather that is currently affecting northeastern Texas and also all across the southeast. And this will also continue as we go throughout our day tomorrow. Thankfully, we will start to see the severe threat die down, but we're still going to be watching the threat for very heavy rain, possibly up to an inch an hour in some different areas. There we go. So thankfully right now, with all of these supercells, we're not really seeing any signs of rotation or any signs of rotating supercells, but we will definitely keep a very close eye on that as we go throughout our night tonight. So as we go out to our 3 severe thunderstorm warnings, I want to go to this one right here, which is right near the city of Kennard. This was the supercell that I showed you all had some signs of rotation in it just a couple of minutes ago, and we are still seeing a little bit of rotation right there. This is actually just right near the city of Kennard, and then also as you switch to a different radar, you can see even more signs of a little bit of rotation right there. we're actually now starting to see a brand new area of rotation in this southern storm right here off towards the east. Right in that general area where we're seeing a little bit of rotation, and then obviously right there we're seeing a little bit of rotation too. So two different areas that we're seeing rotation in. If you live near Kennard, Wells, Crockett, Lovelady, Great Bend, you need to be highly aware of the system because this is right near your general area right now. We're also starting to see a lot of hail showing up right now, and once again, we can easily confirm that on the hydrometer classification, plenty of hail showing up, and then also as you see like that, these a couple of different areas of dark red, that is indicating large hail. So we're now not only seeing small hail, we're now starting to see large hail. So this is definitely a life-threatening situation. Even though this has nothing to do with a tornado warning, it now has to do with the fact that we're seeing very large hail, and even as you get into this yellow, that is indicating giant hail. So we're not only seeing hail, we're not only seeing giant hail, but we're now seeing giant hail. So a very dangerous situation for both of these particular cells. And once again, we're still seeing hail showing up on both of these supercells. It wasn't showing up. It's not really showing me on that particular radar. There we go. So plenty of red showing up on both of these radars, which we can now say we now have a confirmed area of very decent sized hail on both of these systems. And once again, we're now starting to see two different areas of rotation showing up on the velocity radar, one right there, and then also a little bit of right there. But thankfully right now, none of these are tornado warning storm, just severe storms. Also, if any of you are getting any notifications that I'm not, please feel free to comment those down in the chat, and I will definitely be looking on those right here. Now, in case you all don't notice this with this particular cell, right here, you notice how this is kind of like a straight line right there? That is indicating straight line winds. So we're talking now winds possibly getting up to tropical storm, maybe even hurricane force, which is getting up to around that 60 to 70 mile an hour range. So a very dangerous situation that we're watching for. Thankfully right now, once again, we're not really seeing any signs of rotation in this particular cell, but we are starting to see a lot of straight line winds associated with this particular supercell. So this includes the cities of Henderson, Easton, Lakeport, Longview, Carthage, Gary City, Timpson, and also Garrison. And I'll play the radar so that way you all can get a general direction of which way it's going. It's going to be going in this general direction right here. So once again, Tatum, Beckville, Carthage, Gary City, Timpson, Garrison, Mount Enterprise, Crushing, Reclaw, Rusk. So many different areas that are going to be affected by this huge supercell. And then also going back down to our warned storms. If you live in Crockett, Kennard, Wells, this is heading in your general direction. So definitely be on the lookout for both of these systems. I just saw your comment from A Hurricane God. Caldwell, Texas is having decent rotation. Let me see. Can you tell me exactly where Caldwell is in regards to these particular cells right now? I would greatly appreciate that. Actually, let me go on my other computer and try and see if I can see where that is. Caldwell, Texas. Let me see where that is in regards to Caldwell. So it's going to be just to the west of Houston. Okay. Near College Station, Texas, but it expired. Okay. I appreciate the comment from Hurricane God. If any of you have any things that you know that I don't, please feel free to comment those right here, and I will mention them right here in my live stream. So I'm keeping a very close eye on both of these particular cells right here. You can notice we're actually starting to see several different areas of rotation right now. So a little bit is right in this journal. Ooh, that's a little bit bigger. A little bit is in right thin general area right here. Maybe a little bit in that general area, a little bit right there. So a couple of different areas that we're watching for possible rotation. Once again, none of these right now have any sort of significant rotation that is possibly making the National Weather Service want to issue a tornado warning. But we will definitely be keeping a very close eye on both of these systems, considering we're now starting to see a couple of different areas of possible rotation. So there was a little bit of stronger rotation right there near Kenner. It has now died down a lot, which is a very good thing. If you're just joining us now, welcome to the stream. We are currently going over the severe weather threat that is currently unleashing throughout the northeastern parts of Texas, all throughout basically the south. Thankfully, right now, we're not really seeing any sort of tornado warnings, but I do want to go over to these special marine warnings right now, because what these means is that the National Weather Service was seeing a couple different areas of possible rotation that could possibly form water spouts over the water. So we really can't get a really good look at this particular cell right here. Let me try and see if I can get a little bit better look right here. So thankfully right now, we're not really seeing any sort of rotation being shown on the radar with this particular cell right here. This is basically right off of the Florida Peninsula. So this is Pensacola right here. This is Destin, Florida. Here's Panama City. Here's Freeport. Here's Crestville. So a lot of different populated areas that are now getting into this supercell right now. This is thankfully well off the coast. We're not really seeing any sort of rotation with this system. But the reason why they issue these things, in case you're all wondering, is because these cells are all heading in this general direction right here. So it's going to be eyeing all of these locations right here. So even though, once again, these general locations are not in this supercell, this supercell has a history of seeing severe weather and possibly even waterspouts or tornadoes. So that's why they're issuing this special marine warning, because it is possible within the supercell to see waterspouts or tornadoes form if this particular supercell is rotating. So once again, we have two special marine warnings, and here's the latest on all of these details. Let me see this. This one says at 3:56 p.m. Central Time, strong thunderstorms. So we're now talking several severe thunderstorms were located along the line extending from 17 NM southeast of Perdido Pass to near Pensacola Beach to 8 NM north of East Santa Rosa Sound, moving towards the east at 15 knots. So if you live in this general area, you need to be on high alert, because this is heading towards your general area right here. Extremely heavy rain throughout Florida, basically all throughout the state of Florida right now. You can see anywhere in this general area right there that is also included in that special rain warning. That is where we're seeing very heavy rain right now. So Crestview, Wright, Freeport, Vernon, Kinston, all in this general area for severe weather. Thankfully right now, once again, no signs of rotation in any of these supercells. Possibly maybe a little bit right there, but it's not tight at all. But that's really the only area for severe weather. But the other thing you can see right here is this line right here where it separates the dark green from the light green. That is where we're seeing right now the chance for straight line winds and possibly very heavy damage, and possibly even the threat for very strong rain right now. Oh, I see that my partner is also live streaming right now. Okay. By the way, shout out to the Hurricane HQ. You're probably not watching this considering that you are doing your own live stream, but we are partners, and he is a great partner that is on my team. We just got issued a brand new flash flood warning. This is just to the south now of Crestview. This one says, at 4:09 p.m. Central Time, Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing very heavy rain across the warned area, and they're predicting between 2 and 3 and a quarter inches of rain have fallen. And the expected rainfall rate is 3¼ inches of rain in 1 hour. So a lot of very heavy rain falling in this general area. And also, flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin very, very, very shortly. I just saw your brand new comment from A Hurricane God. South of Jacksonville, a severe thunderstorm warning has a little hook on my radar. Let me go see. Jacksonville. This is over here. Let me see. Maybe a little bit. It's hard to pick out anything specific. We're not seeing any signs of rotation right now. But I'm not really seeing too well defined of a hook. Maybe a little bit right there. Other than that, there's really not any signs of a hook echo, which is a very good thing right now. So here are all the current warnings that we have right now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in Florida, a special marine warning in the Caribbean, another one in the Caribbean, a severe thunderstorm warning in Texas, 3 snow squall warnings, 2 more severe thunderstorm warnings throughout Texas, one of them in Georgia, which I actually want to go to right now. We're actually seeing a pretty decent sized hail signature on this system, and then also as you go down to the hydrometer classification, hail right there, and then also on the other radar right there. Oh, thankfully we're not really seeing any sort of hail signature right now on the hybrid hydrometer class, even though we're still seeing a pretty decent sized hail signature on this one. We have to have a hail signature on the other one in order to confirm hail. Let's see. Thankfully right now, no areas of rotation. Possibly a very small one forming right there. It is not tight or strong at all, so this is not anything to worry about right now. But as like every other storm that we're watching, we will definitely keep a very close eye on that particular cell to see if it possibly gets the threat for severe weather or possibly even a tornado. Let's now go back out to the severe thunderstorm warnings that are in Texas. You all can see just a huge area of extremely strong rain, possibly, maybe up to around an inch or 2 an hour with a lot of these systems right over College Station and Milliken with this particular cell right here. Thankfully, we're not really seeing any signs of rotation right here on the velocity radar. And then as we go up to our 2 other cells, these are the 2 particular cells right here that I'm watching for it to possibly grow a little bit of rotation. Thankfully, nothing right now is tight or anything right now. It would have to be that general area right there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Maybe a little bit right there. A little bit right there. But nothing is tight at all, so you do not need to worry about any of this right now, which is a very good thing right now. Okay, actually, we just got a brand new tornado warning issued by the National Weather Service. This includes Lovelady, Texas. Right here, actually. So this is the supercell right here. The warning is going to be coming up in just basically any minute now. Oh yeah. So they hasn't shown up on my radar just yet. Give it a second. We just got a brand new tornado warning, and this includes Lovelady, Texas, and also Friday, Texas, until 4:45 p.m. Central Time. This is radar indicated. It is not confirmed right now, but we will definitely watch that very, very closely. I'm going to go ahead and X out of my radar because it's not showing up right now. Hang on a second. Here we go. So here is the tornado warning that was just issued by the National Weather Service. And you all can see we're getting a little bit of rotation right in that general area right there. This area of wind is going to be blowing that direction, and this area of wind is going to be blowing that direction. So a little bit of rotation right in there. This was just issued And here's the latest details on this one. This one says at 4:14 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. So once again, this is not confirmed as of right now, but we are starting to see a little bit of rotation right now that could possibly make a tornado within this rotating supercell. This is located over Lovelady, or 10 miles east of Ostonio, moving towards the northeast at 25 miles an hour. Be on the lookout for a tornado and possibly quarter-size hail. Since this tornado is so sudden, I don't think we're really going to get any sort of a signature right now on the correlation coefficient, but we'll go ahead and take a look at it just to see if we're getting any sort of debris signature. Jeez, can I get a good radar scan in any of these, please? Yeah, let me try this one. Alright, I think this is as good as we're going to get, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Lord, you can't even really see anything with that. So unfortunately, we will not be able to see if there's any sort of debris showing up on the CC because we're getting a very faint radar scan. Let me try it. I want to get the best possible radar so we can see the best possible area of rotation. So this area of rotation is not super tight. You all can see where the green is right near the red, right in that general area. That's where we're seeing a little bit of possible rotation, but at this moment it is not strong at all. But if you live in this general area right now, you need to be in your safe place right now, lowest level of your floor, most interior room, but put as many walls between you and the outer world as possible. The things that I suggest is possibly maybe get a helmet on to protect yourself from falling debris, and then also during the tornado it can possibly blow out a lot of your windows, and then as you're stepping out of your shelter, you can possibly be stepping on a lot of that glass. So to keep your feet from getting any cuts or scrapes, maybe put some shoes on also as you're walking out of your tornado shelter. So those are just a couple of things that I recommend whenever you're getting out of your tornado shelter or whenever there is a tornado warning issued. So once again, here's the latest radar scan. We're still seeing maybe a pretty decent sized area of hail. Plenty of hail showing up right in this general area on the hydrometer classification. Then also, as you go down to the hydrometer class, we're still getting a really decent sized hail signature. So once again, we can now confirm confirmed hail on our radar. The rotation is starting to get a little bit more tighter now. Once again, right in that general area right there is where we're seeing the area of rotation. Right where the green is meeting the red, right in that general area, that is where the possible tornado is right now. I don't think we're seeing any sort of a hook echo. It's actually right associated right near where all of this hail is right now. So if you live right where like this hail is just to the north of Lovelady, you need to be on high alert because this is basically right on top of you. I think we actually just got a brand new severe thunderstorm warning issued right here. Oh yeah, whoa baby. So plenty of hail showing up on this radar, basically right over the heart of Lovelady, and then also a brand new severe thunderstorm warning issued just by the National Hurricane Center. Thankfully, right now, there is no sort of rotation being issued. You all can see just how tight, a little bit tighter that rotation is right there in Lovelady. So we will definitely keep a very close eye on that particular rotating storm right now. Checking in on my team member to see how he's doing. Everything seems to be going good with his. So I'm actually going to pull up the National Weather Service's hurricane website, tornado website, and I will also post this down in the chat in case any of you also want to follow this. I had somebody last live stream want to follow this, and I put it in the chat. So here, let me go there. Go there. There you go. So this is the National Weather Service's tornado area. This is where they issue all the tornado warnings. And here is all the details on the tornado warning we just got issued. Once again, this is for Lovelady Friday, and it is radar indicated right now. It is not confirmed as of right now, but it is definitely possible it could be confirmed. If you give me just a second, I'm also going to post this live stream on my Facebook and also Twitter. So if you can just give me just a second, and I'll be right with you. Let me go back to my radar. There we go. Now, it is not confirmed as of right now. Hang on a second. But it's definitely... There we go. There we go. Celebrate good times, come on. All right. Okay. So once again, there's that area of rotation. Has now gotten a lot more stronger now within the last couple of minutes. You all can see right there, like that bright green is right there. That is where we're seeing winds possibly gusting up to around 60 miles an hour. And then anywhere in that red, thankfully right now, we're not really seeing the strongest of winds. But we're still seeing a pretty decent sized area of rotation. We're also now starting to see another area of rotation right here showing up on the velocity radar just to the north of Kennard. This is not a tornado warning storm yet, but now that we're starting to see this little area of rotation right there, it is possible this system could be tornado warned. They just actually continued the warning, this tornado warning. I just got a brand new update. It is still radar indicated at this point. It is not confirmed just yet, but it is still a very strong 2 severe thunderstorm with an area rotation. Once again, a massive area of hail showing up on the reflectivity. And as we go down to the classification, we're now starting to see giant hail associated with this system. And that is also showing up on our hydrometer class. I know it doesn't go that far, but trust me, there is definitely hail associated with this particular system. And you all can just see the rotation has now gotten even stronger. And now we're starting to see this general area right here get even stronger. I'm going to play this radar just so that way you can get a really good look at how this has progressed over the last couple of minutes. This area rotation is getting just over the area of Lovelady and just now to the north of Kennard. Thankfully, right now, this general area of rotation right now isn't extremely strong, but it is now starting to get a little bit more formed right now on the super res velocity radar. I'm going to show this. I'm also going to share this video also on my phone. Give me just a second. Whoopsies. That stinks. I can't share that right now. That's annoying. Anyways, as I was saying, so we're now starting to see this area of rotation get a little bit more tighter. You all can see that this big area of green right here is now starting to get a little bit more closer to this area of red. And that is showing that the rotation is getting tighter, which is not exactly what we want to see with the system right now. Actually can't really see that because of my news bar. Let me put it up a little bit higher. There you go. So you all can see how this has progressed over the last couple of minutes, which is a very dangerous thing right now that we're watching for right now as we speak. Once again, there's this other area of rotation. I would be honestly shocked if the National Weather Service doesn't issue a tornado warning, because you all can see that we're now starting to get the green right near the red showing up on the velocity radar, and that's indicating two different areas of wind. If you don't know how this all works, this little area of green, that is indicating winds going towards the radar, and this area of red is winds going away from the radar. So when you have two different wind currents blowing parallel to each other, that is indicating rotation in the atmosphere, because that creates spin, and then as that creates spin, it makes all the clouds right there start to rotate, and then as those clouds are rotating down towards the ground, that is when a tornado forms. So right in that general area is where we possibly have a tornado showing up. It is not a tornado warning storm just yet. I'm honestly shocked that it isn't, but it is definitely a very strong to severe thunderstorm. Once again, we're still seeing very tight rotation here on the system right over the area of Lovelady. If you live in the area of Lovelady, you need to be on the lowest level of your floor. Put as many walls between you and the outdoor world as possible. This is a very dangerous and life-threatening situation that we are currently watching right here. I'm sorry that I'm only saying on these two particular systems. These two are the most severe right now, so that's why I'm putting most of my focus on these particular systems right here. I will switch over in just a couple of minutes and talk about what is going on overall. But since these right now are tornado warned, I'm spending most of my time on these right now. We did just get a brand new radar scan, and now you all can see that this particular supercell is now starting to rotate also. Right there, that area of wind is going that direction, and this area of wind is going that direction. So we're now starting to see rotation basically right over the area of Lovelady. If you live in this general area, you need to be on high alert, because this is heading towards your general area as we speak right now. Thankfully, right now, we are starting to see the rotation die down just a little bit. Once again, this is not a tornado warning storm right now. It did have an area of pretty strong rotation just a couple of minutes ago. Thankfully, now that has died down. But we will definitely keep a very close eye on both of these particular systems as we go throughout the next couple of minutes. Once again, very tight rotation right in there. I'm actually going to go ahead and take off the warning just so that way you all can get a really good look at the rotation. Right there is possibly a tornado. Let me actually go ahead and see if they have confirmed this yet. Oh! Brand new tornado warning actually just issued. This is the exact same supercell. This one was actually expired, and this one they just issued. Still right now, it is not confirmed. Let me zoom up just so that way you can get a better look at it. Once again, not a confirmed tornado right now, even though it still has very strong rotation right now. So this particular warning right there, this now has expired, and that is exactly why they have now just issued this brand new one right in this general area. Once again, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please be sure that you click that subscribe button, you click the notification bell, and also you share this video with all your friends and family members so that way they know exactly what is going on. So an area rotation right there, another area rotation right there, and then also as you go up to the north, another area rotation. So we're now seeing three different areas of rotation showing up right there, right there. Ooh, that's a terrible drawing. Right there, and right there. Right now, we only have 2 tornado warnings out there right now, but we now have a brand new area of rotation that we're seeing showing up right now on the velocity radar. Let's go ahead and switch over to a different radar so we can get a little bit better depiction on this supercell. Right there, you can see very strong rotation showing up right there, right over the area of Lovelady. And then also, you can't see because it's marked out by the purple stupid radar site. Let's try that one. Oh yeah. So you can clearly see rotation right in there, and then also whoa, right in that general area right there. That is where we're also seeing another area of rotation. I just saw your brand new comment from the hurricane god, from a hurricane god. My radar is indicating a bow echo in the tornado warning, which means very, very, very strong winds. Absolutely. And also another thing I did forget to mention. Let me go back to a different radar. Let's try that one. Geez, I wish I can just use one radar for all of these. There we go. So another thing that I did forget to mention is the brighter the color on this spectrum, the stronger the wind. So we can basically take this color and go down to our spectrum over here. Actually, no, you can't see that because of my news bar. You know what? Let me go ahead and take out my news bar. Oh, that's why. There we go. Alright. So, now that my news bar is gone, you can get a better look at the spectrum down here. Where this bright area of green is, that's where we're seeing basically right here. So now we're seeing winds possibly gusting up to tropical storm force. So a very dangerous situation that we're watching unleash here. Actually, no, you can't even see that now. It's below the screen. I just realized that. Give me just a second. Hang on a second. I apologize about this. I should have known this. My screen is going to be a tad smaller, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to make sure that you all can see what is going on the spectrum, okay? There we go. That should be a little bit better. There we go. Now you can actually see my screen. So on the spectrum right here, we can see now that this particular supercell has winds possibly gusting up to 60 miles an hour. And then on the red, thankfully on the red, we're not really seeing the strongest of winds. But definitely on the green, we're seeing very, very, very strong winds. And then also, this other area of rotation right now is now working its way into this severe thunderstorm warning. So a very dangerous situation that we're watching unfold here, possibly a life and death situation. I still don't think that they've confirmed this yet right now. I'm going to go over to that particular cell. Actually, you know what? Let me go go over it to here. So this is the one that they just issued. That was basically the reissued tornado warning. Once again, it says radar indicated, so that means that it is not confirmed as of right now, which is a very good thing, but it still possibly could get confirmed within the next couple of minutes. Haha, Springle Burr. yeah, that's true. So we just got a brand new radar scan. You all can see that now this area of rotation right here is getting a little bit stronger. Once again, I'm honestly shocked that the National Weather Service has not confirmed this particular warning yet. But it could get confirmed within the next couple of minutes. So very, very, very strong hail popping up on the radar with both of these particular systems right here. I want to be able to show that. Very strong hail, giant hail associated with this particular cell. And then also, we're seeing a large hail associated with both of these particular systems. So a very dangerous situation that we're watching right now unfold. Thankfully now this is working out of the city of Lovelady. This is just in the north of Trinity. And this is heading in this general area. So Groveton, this is heading towards your area as we speak right now. I want to go back over and take a look at the Spc Outlook for today, because it would be my guess that we're now seeing the area be bigger now. We now have a slight risk in these areas right here, and then also we have a pretty decent area of the, ooh, that's a terrible color. There we go. We now have a slight to marginal risk anywhere in these areas, but our greatest risk is going to be anywhere where we're seeing the most severe weather action currently happening right now. Let's go head back over. Blah, blah, blah. So thankfully, this area of rotation has now died down. This area of rotation has now died down too. So we're not only seeing this general area right there. That is where we're seeing the most rotation showing up right now on the velocity radar as we speak. Oh, gotta take off my pointer. So now let's go out of the tornado warnings and touch on what else is currently going on right now. So this is right near College Station and also Milliken. A very strong 2 severe thunderstorm warning. This one expires in 7 minutes, and here's the latest details on this one. It says at 4:10 p.m. Central Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over near College Station, moving towards the east at 25 miles an hour. So a very dangerous situation that we're watching unfolding here, and thankfully, no signs of rotation anywhere in this supercell at all. Let's now head over to Florida, where we have a severe thunderstorm warning that is now just to the south of the city of Jacksonville, Florida. We also have 2 special marine warnings that are associated with this particular cell. This is just now to the east of Fruit Cove, and thankfully we're not really seeing any signs of rotation showing up right now on the velocity signature, which is a very good thing right now. Whoa. I meant to go up and down, not zoom out and zoom in. So now I want to go back out to northeastern Texas, just to the west of Shreveport, Louisiana. This is right near the border, actually, of Louisiana and Texas. Right here, Shreveport. And then we have a severe thunderstorm because of all the straight line winds. And you all can just see anywhere in this general area, we're seeing very, very, very strong winds. I just got a brand new notification from the National Weather Service. They just decided to continue that tornado warning. Let's go back to it and see what's going on. Stupid thing. Here's the latest warning that was just issued by the National Weather Service, about seconds ago. So once again, radar indicated $0.5 size hail possible with this system. This includes Friday, Groveton, and also Glendale are all cities associated with this particular cell right here. So right here, this particular cell right here that I'm about to draw right now, this particular cell is the one that just got reissued by the National Weather Service. Yeah, come on. There we go. I'm now trying to see if I can get any new alerts as far as severe weather goes from the National Weather Service. So we're still seeing a pretty decent size area of strong hail, possibly even giant size hail in that area of yellow. And then as we go to the other radar, we're still seeing a pretty decent size area of hail. So we now once again can confirm that area of hail. Still looking at a couple of different areas of rotation right now. One area right there, one area right there. Both of these heading in this general direction. So if you live in Groupton, you need to be in your safe place within the next 5 minutes. Probably maybe even right now, actually. I'm still closely monitoring this severe thunderstorm warning that is now just southeast of Jacksonville, Florida, as we speak right now. I'm also going to go ahead and post this on my Discord. Also, if any of you are not already following me on my Discord server, please be sure that you are following me. The best way I can get you all to join my Discord is by going to my website, which is right here, and going all the way down here, and then here's the link to my Discord right here. So please be sure that you are following me on my Discord. Hang on a second. Here we go. I'm going to go post that right now on my Discord as we chat, as we talk right now. Oopsies. There we go. Give me just a second. I appreciate you bearing with me. There we go. Much better. Alrighty. If you're just joining us now, we're watching a lot of severe weather unleashing across the state of Texas. We currently have 2 tornado warnings that I'm going to get back to right now, actually, as we speak. I think there was a radar right in here. If you'll excuse me, I'll have to go for just a second. I will be right back. Please do not leave the live stream. I will be back in probably less than 30 seconds. Alright, I am back. Just saw your comment from A Hurricane God. Don't forget to subscribe to Liam's Weather. Yes, please do. I really appreciate that comment. Oh my gosh, I just realized that my mic was muted. I am so sorry, everybody. I am so sorry. I don't believe I've been talking to my wall the whole time. I'm so stupid. I am so sorry. Thank you, Hurricane God, for letting me know. I'm so stupid. Oh, that's hilarious. It's because I was eating. I turned it off so that I didn't want you guys to hear that. I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh. I feel so dumb. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. So, as Hurricane God was saying, we're still seeing a really decent sized area of hail signature, possibly up to ping pong size hail, like a Hurricane God commented. And then as we compare this, we're still seeing very good size hail on both of these particular supercells. So a very dangerous situation that we're watching unfold here across southern Texas. We do also now have another severe thunderstorm warning that is now just to the west of Tallahassee, Florida. Right here, this particular supercell is what is orange right now. You guys let me know if you can hear me now. My microphone is back on. Hope you guys can hear me now that my microphone is back on. Oh my gosh, I still can't believe I did that. Oh, Lord. Just FYI, I'm going to be ending the stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Time because I have to go eat dinner. So, any last-minute questions, comments, and concerns, please feel free to comment those down here, and I'll answer them right here. Once again, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please be sure that you click that notification bell, and you also share this video so that way it gets a lot of views and also everybody knows what's going on. And also, please be sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that way you can help me reach my goal of 150 subscribers by June 1st. Oh, I forgot. Let me go ahead and show you the forecast for the rest of the week for our whole entire country. I forgot that's what I was also doing this week too. So as we go into tomorrow, as I said, because of this massive stationary front that is basically stalled out right here, we're watching a really good area of rain across the whole entire country. And then as we go to Thursday, then we see the chance for severe thunderstorms to pop up as we go into Orlando, Florida, and Miami. Just saw your comment from Hurricane God. I appreciate you joining the stream, and I will see you next time, buddy. And then also, as you go into Friday, thankfully, a lot of the severe action is dying down, which is a very good thing. But we still have the chance of seeing possibly maybe a couple of severe thunderstorms down there near Miami, Florida. So that is it for now. I thank you all so much for watching my live stream today and trusting me to bring you up to date on the latest severe weather coverage. Once again, please be sure that you are subscribed to my channel. You click the notification bell. And you also share this video so that way everybody knows what's going on. Please be sure to visit my website at www.liamsweather.org. If you go to my support page and you would like to get in contact with me, I've listed 4 different ways you can get in contact with me if you need any help with anything. And just know, once again, I just got a brand new camera, or I will be getting a brand new camera on Friday that will be letting me doing broadcasts in front of an actual professional green screen. So I will not be in front of a TV. Well, I will be in front of a TV half the time, but the other half of the time I will now be in front of a green screen, just like a professional weather studio would have. So a lot of good visual enhancements working in our way. So a lot of good things that are coming up in my channel, and that's even more crucial. And that's even why it's even more crucial that you're staying tuned to my channel, so that way you know exactly what is going on. So that is it as of right now. Thank you all so much for watching. Please stay safe and have a great rest of your day.